Hello, boys and girls. Nero is back. Finally, we can talk about Houdini again. I know I always say this. It's been a long time since my last video. I'm sorry, and I have to say that again because I was really busy. I'm a busy guy, and busy with what? Hogwarts Legacy is out there. I have to play that. I'm actually a game player, and it's very famous. And I think everyone's playing that, right? And then I was inspired by the magic. It's magic. Who doesn't like it? So why don't we do some magic our own? So here I am, try to save the rubber toy from evil Mr. Greg. And by the way, I will try to be brave. Still, I will make this tutorial 3 parts, maybe 2 parts. Let's see. Okay, then cut the crabs and dive right in. Okay, this is what I did. I think this is the eyes because I made it fully transparent, so in the viewport you cannot see it, but it's actually there. I can show you. Okay. And first part is about eyes. Second part is about RBD and with some air, simple, and nothing more. So let's do this one by one. And I I have to say I couldn't remember all the details I made because I made all the details on the fly. So during this recreation, if I miss anything, I will try to steal from before, from what I did. Okay, then let's start. Ice, ice 2, because this is the second time. So what I did in the beginning, I was thinking I wanna get some splinter or something. Yes, how about this? How about we use a sphere as a start? Where is it? Is here. I was thinking if I could get some splinters like these, then it's gonna be less like ice, right? But how about direction? I want to give it some direction, like what I did for this one. Okay, this one, like this one, I with all these splinters with this direction, you can kind of feel that, right? And yes, there are many ways we can achieve that, but for me, I want an easy way to how to say, to control that. Then I decided to extract the centroid from the sphere, put it on detail. Can I see that? You can see there's a dot. Oh yeah, I gotta admit I'm using a very slow, very old laptop, and the screen is actually very small. So hopefully you can you can see it clearly. How about I make this guy a little, where is it? A little bigger, maybe like 10. Then this time you can see it is there. Okay, the centroid. Why do I want a centroid? Because I can manipulate this one. Because I want to control it easily, somewhere like this. This way, yes. I forgot one thing. I'd like to put it on the centroid. Sorry, I think I made a mistake. Yes, CZ. Yeah, you don't have to do this, but I like to make this one more appropriate. Okay. Why do I want to do this? Because every time I want to change the position, the centroid will follow it. You see, it's following it. Because what we're gonna do in the future is Mr. Correct, and he's moving. It's not just stay there forever, right? It's moving. So I always want the centroid to follow him whenever he is here or whenever he is here. Okay, and that's to me it's very simple. And now we have our sphere and our target point. I should say target. Yes, good. And why don't we use a wrangle? Okay, and how about disable that first? How about we gonna say direction equals the point direction equals myself. Sorry, myself. We're gonna fetch the position from here. Oh my god, where is it? Oh, sorry. In order for us to see it, because this direction norm n is easier for us to see. They're all pointing at it. Okay. And then let's give it some normal. And then let's use a cross section. We're gonna use a double cross. It's I don't know. Maybe it's just a old school way. But anyway, let's see. If I'm going to say we're gonna create a vector which is called nor equals point from, we're gonna fetch in from every point we have. We're gonna use cross production. We're gonna cross in with nor. Sorry, what do we have? Yeah, this time it's following the surface, but actually wrong direction. Then we have to cross in with this previous in, but we cannot do that, right? Since what we want to start from this one, but not this one. So for that, you can use another vector, call it more temp. We're gonna use that to cross all in again. More temp. Oh, wrong direction. In. And just for making it a direction, we have to use a normalize function to make everything equals 1. Since every point in different position, so definitely this vector will be different for every point. But after I normalize it, everyone equals 1. And why do I want to do that? Because I just want some follow direction, not strength. If the normal is equals to 1, then mathematically everything multiplied 1 equals itself. Doesn't matter it's 10 or 20. Okay. Anyway, if we're going to go to the sideway, we're going to control the lens later. For now, I just remember one thing. Let's cut the sphere in half. Here. I don't want the splinter to point inward. Instead, I want them to point in this direction. But this hemisphere, I want all the direction to follow the surface. In order to control that, we still have to do one thing. Of course, we're gonna use this. Sorry, connect here. We're gonna connect that with our centroid. We can calculate the facing ratio. How to do that? We can use a dot product. Yes, we can get the how to say, we can, no, not you, definitely not you. We will compare all this, we'll compare all these directions with this direction. How to do that? We have this one. Yes. Yeah. Let's use this guy. Let's make a rectangle. Still. I'm going to fetch it. Oh, okay. It's not messy yet. Let's say cock facing ratio. Now say dot product. Let's say cd dot x. Let's use a color as our indicator. These are more intuitive. Let's use dot. Use our current in with still with sorry, 0, because we only have one dot. Vector, yes, with nor. Whoa, it becomes like this. Why don't we use color? Put everything in black. Sorry, I should get it from here, I guess, because in here there's no vector for this dot, but in here, let's go this direction. Now we have this. If you look carefully, this side is a little greenish, because this where is it? Where's our R? Yes, it's actually negative, which is actually wrong. Yes, and we also forgot one thing. Hopefully I can. Yes. This time is this number is between -1 and +1, because this guy is not 1. I forgot to normalize it, but luckily I normalized it here. Okay, and since it's +1 to +1, then why don't we to fit? Gonna fit from -1 to +1 to 0 to 1. Okay, cool. And I'd like to furthermore control that by using cram. I'm gonna say color rim. Okay, we're gonna do cd.x. Let's hide it first. Where is it? Okay, this way we can control the color, right? And why do we want to do this? Because I want to use color as a threshold to manipulate the direction from between this guy and this guy. And in order to do that, yes, it's yes, it's gonna be messy. No, I think I can just come from here. Okay. For this one, we can get a vector. How to say? How to give it a name? Direction. Follow equals. Still, I keep typing this point function. Oh, this laptop is driving me crazy. So fetch in from there. Okay, and we're gonna fetch another one. Let's just call this one how to say, our, and I want to say n equals, we want to use lerp function to mix. It's actually the mix function inside the point wrangle. We're gonna actually lerp the direction flow and direction follow and the direction out with the cd.x. Oh, okay. .x. This way, we are actually mixing them together. You can see it's changing. Yes, maybe I want something like that. Maybe I don't want, but I think you can get the idea. This is our new direction. And how about we use add to delete all the primitives but keep the points. This is what we have. And why don't we say position add n. Yes, we can manipulate that by multiply constant. We can control that. Where are you going? Yes, we can control that. And merge them together, because I know later we're gonna use sop to add the same parameters the same points as lines. In order to do that, we're gonna have an attribute, but we don't have, so let's use attribute to create. Let's say we want to create a attribute called parent. I like to use this name parent, and then give it a number, which is the point number. Let's say this one set parent. Give it a number, and this time we want to use parent. See, then we add them together. And you know what? I don't like this. I don't like this shape. I don't want them to point at this point. What is this? It's awkward. Okay, how about we going to fetch it from here. Still, I don't like it. What is this? And some points. Yes, I'm not going to do that since I'm going to extract a centroid. Yes, I'm going to use another attribute wrangle. We're gonna keep typing that. And equals point p 0 to minus current p. Show me the direction, which is, I believe, is wrong direction. P minus, I don't want something like that. Yes, I was confused about the direction. Okay, and why don't we come from here? And this time you are not going to come from every point number, but instead, okay, cool. Yeah, this is more like it. Ooh, finally. Somehow, yes. Okay, next thing. For me, this first is too many points. I don't want it to how to say, there's too many splinters. I just want to use some of it. And why don't we use group to group it here. Let's say keep. I want to decide how many points to keep. And since houdini 19.5, and there's a new parameter for us to use, which is how many percentage of points or primitives we can keep. Yeah, let's say we want to keep half of it and blast it. I'd like to copy the name. Sorry, copy the name and put it here. I want to keep it. Keep something like that. And this way, where are you? Yes, we can change that. We want to keep the 20% of it. See, kind of cool. But here comes with another problem. Till now, we are still using a sphere, which is static. It won't move. It just stays there. But at the end, we're always gonna use animation. For example, Craig. In my case, the Craig is moving. Okay, and we can only use. So let's do this, and we can only use whatever point we have to now. That means, oh yes, let's convert that first. We can only use these points. See how many? This number of points. But what about here? There's no points on the hammer, right? Few points. For that, we have to scatter some points on Craig. Let me use density. 100, maybe 1000. Let's make the point size smaller. Yeah, it's much better. But the problem is, whenever Craig is moving, see, he's moving. The scatter stop always try to re-scatter all the points for every frame, which will slow us down. Especially like me, I'm using a very slow laptop. Remember that? For that, how to solve that? First, freeze it. Once we freeze it, it won't recalculate. Okay, and then we need to make the points to move with Craig. How to do that? There's a simple way and a hard way. I'm going to show you the simple way. The hard way is by using a wrangle like XYZ dist and prim UV. They are two functions. We often use them together as a pair. Okay, but we're not here to talk about the traditional way. Yes, and since this scatter stop can provide us these two attributes, then we can use attribute interpolate to interpolate that with our model. And this time you can see, yeah, it's moving. I know you still can you still can feel some kind of a slow motion because that's because this convert is slow. See, it is slow, but not from this scatter stop, which means we can have the points. And this time, why don't we try Craig on it? We have Craig, and the problem is yes, whoa, I didn't respect that we could get the normal, but it seems to work. I was hoping I could move the normal SOP somewhere under this this SOP, because all the primitives they connect each other. But yeah, seems to work. Wrong one. Let's check the other thing. Still working. Okay, what about these? I see the colors. This is our phasing ratio. Seems correct, and yes, this also seems correct. Somehow, let's disable that. Let's see how many points we want to keep. Let's leave it for now and see the result. Wow, so many. Let's keep it lesser. Maybe 5%. And There's a global seed that we can try different readout. Is that right? I don't know. I forgot the shape. Show me the shape of graph. It looks wrong. Let's check why it's wrong. Normal is right, and that's the centroid. Okay, that is the problem. It's supposed to be at here. Upper, maybe around here. Yeah, this time, let's see. Oh, seems cool. Now it is right. And here's a push. In the push, don't forget we can still change the length for all the splinters. I believe you can furthermore control how many percentage you want it to be short and long. I won't do it here because I believe you already know what I mean. You got the idea. You guys are brilliant. And yes, we have this. And then we're gonna use a sweep saw to sweep each and every one. Let's change the second input. Use some round tube. Yes, and we're gonna apply a linear there, which is kind of cool. And give it a cap. No, sorry, I clicked the wrong one with the cap. And to me, it's too thick. And we can make some of these. But another problem. They're all very sharp. Cause what if I want this guy to be a little bit noisy? But there's no segment, no horizontal segment, I should say. So after the add solve, let's use a resample. For me, I'm going to say maximum segments to be 5, so that will be 5 points for every line. And in the meantime, we're gonna need curve view for that. Let's keep it. Okay. Then how about whoa, sorry. How about we do this? If we are going to add, we are going to noise it. We'll use that to add still lazy turbulence noise, 3D noise, simplex. Add them together. See, it's something like this, which we can tell this guy. Wait, before that, let me try to hide this because I really think this is annoying. Copy, paste. Give me more frequency, lower. Yes, kinda interesting, like this. But in the meantime, since we already have curve U, and we actually don't want the root to be too curvy. This is the tip and this is the root. And we can bind it in and multiply the turbulence with this guy. This time, no matter what we do, the root will stay where they are. Kind of like this, kinda interesting. It's a sweet salt, and the thickness of all these tubes, cylinders, can be controlled by P scale. Let's name this one first. Noise lines. And yeah, sometimes I like to use VOP. Sometimes I like to use VAX. It depends on what I like. And what do I want to do? A P scale. Let's define P scale. Let's try. Am I right first? Oh, seems right. Okay. And we can use how to say, maybe we can use conductivity or anything. How about can we do something funny, interesting? Percentage, or still we can use some turbulence. This time I want to make this guy. Okay, let me do that again. Go up, hide this parameters, copy and paste, and paste. You can kind of see the pattern and clamp. Keep it between 0 and 1. Since we don't have any P scale for now, so can we use that to keep it? Yes, for that we can fit this one from 0 to 1. Okay, why don't we tell this guy that yeah, let's change the name for this one. I'm gonna say minimum. I'm gonna call this one mean thickness. Mean thickness, capital T. And for that one, I'm gonna call this one max thickness. Nothing can miss thickness. And for the thinner one, this is where the it's kind of irritating. Now you can have something like this. Still, we can make it thicker, something like that, and don't be too thick. Okay, and yes. Here's one thing. Another thing. You know what? Actually, delete. I don't want to see CD. Get rid of CD. Yes. And what do I want to do? I didn't try this before. Why don't we give it a try? Yes, it's different from what I did before, but still it's interesting. And is there anything I can do? More crazy. Yeah, maybe keep it like this. Where is our Mr. Greg? Evil Mr. Greg. Without color, like this. For me, this is too much. I'd like to maybe keep it at 3 and give me different readouts. Then make it more fuzzy. The more I add it, the more it's gonna be crazy. Whoa. Maybe I use the wrong one. Selector. In. Yes, why don't we use actually randomize? Why don't we use actually randomize in? I'm not going to say set. I'm going to add it inside the sphere. The cone angle, of course, it's gonna be a long end. Yes, we can make it more fuzzy, like this. Then what do I want to do? Let's see the result. This result, I would want it to be like this. Of course, beat from polygons. And then we can connect them together. I'm gonna lower the voxel size. I like to view interior. And let's convert VDB. Convert them back to maybe polygons. So maybe polygons. Maybe 0.1. Yes, we kinda got something like this. And in here, do you remember this guy? We can make a keyframe. How about we multiply? And how about I call this growth? If you're going to make it, wow, that's not right. No, don't do this. Don't do this. It's not right. What if I'm going to say you both come from N, right? I connect N here. I'm doing this on the fly. This isn't what I did before. What did I say input to? Let's see. Can we grow? Yes. Nice. Okay. Growth. And then we can keep this one, which means in here we can make this one grow. There's a little bug. That's you might wonder why it's zero. Then what is this? It's all because these guys. Let me show you. All these weird things. Actual noise 0. Actual randomize 0. We wouldn't want to see this. I shouldn't have this. But you know, so because of sweep. The readers, yes, we should also keyframe the readers, but I won't do it here. So I'm going to keep it as it is, but we still want our Mr. Craig. If we're going to say we from, yeah, I shouldn't do this. I should just steal this guy and put it here. This is our Mr. Crab, right? What if we merge Crab and Splinter together and connect here? What is the result? Yeah, I can kind of feel it, but here's the problem. Please, I'm gonna drag it here. Give me a point. I'd like to see it clearly. I don't like a spider web. Since we have Craig and yes, I believe we can make it bigger. So how about we use a extrude, poly extrude. Poly extrude, make it a little bigger. Whoa, not too much, just a little bit. This is already bigger than before. Give me the rid of that. Yeah, much better. And I still wanna make some noise on it, based on the thickness. Suffice to say, I wanna make some little noises along the body, but not always on the splinters. Since this is a polygon now. Then I found a calculus thickness, a lab sop, which is pretty interesting. You can compute the thickness for us. I believe this one was made for a game engine, but we are stealing it, which can give us a threshold, right? And this is our thickness. We can use this guy as a threshold. It's pretty good. It's actually between 0 and 1. Perfect. And another one. Let's call this one details. Still, we can find thickness first. Just give it some noise. This is pretty simple. Third noise. It want to be 3D noise. Maybe a sparse convolution. Input parameters. Again. Hide it. A10. That crazy. And we have to lower the amplitude. This is before, this is now. Before, now. Maybe we can make it even crazier. Yeah, about 5. Yeah, this is more like it. And let's multiply thickness. Before, no. Before, no. That's more like it. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. Bear with me. And yes, I wanna create a copy reference because this way we can keep the parameters. But I want you to confirm, Craig, what I want to do. I want to make this guy hollow, because eventually we will put a Craig inside this model. And it's like kind of like a cookie cutter or something like that. I just want to make it hollow, so there won't be any problem when you try to render it. Otherwise, there will be some penetration, so which I don't like. And then we can use the VDB combine to combine this guy with that guy, and then we can say difference. Whoa, is that right? Am I using the wrong the right one? I did it. Somehow right, I guess. But the poly extrude. Let's see. Yeah, and the computer is calculating. It's doing its best. Nope. VB from polygon. Yes, I think we fetch it from the from the wrong thing. Could stop. Get it from here. Yes, this is the regular one, and this is the extrude one, which is wrong. So we have to. Wait. We can make it hollow. It's working on it very slow. Yeah, I understand. Why don't we click it? Let's see the result. Show me. What you delete? Let me delete color. Let's make it upper. See, it's hollow this time. Oh, too much. We just made it hollow. Okay, cool. And this is our eyes. Yeah, that's the first section of the eyes. And compared to what I did before, I kind of followed this direction, but I added something else. Why don't we check on it? That's the first. Correct. I try to find the frames I want. Yep, like this. It's gonna stop at 62. And then I convert it like what I did. Before, and give it normal. Yeah, I calculate some trail because in the future, sorry, at the end, I rendered it in Karma for Karma to render out the motion blur. And then I give it a trail saw to compute the velocity. And there's another ring. If you, I just how to say? I'll show you. Where is my boy? Yeah, maybe I forgot to cache it. But anyway, I made some skylines around him. A skyline is over his body and he's spreading. And I use this guy as a emitter of our cold air. Okay, that's all character. And then, like I said, I extract the centroid. And make the centroid follow him. And this is our phasing ratio, grow direction. It's gonna grow that way, and I use that as a lerp for this guy and this guy. And actually, I had a new sop, I believe, which is called attribute adjust color to adjust our CD. And this way, yes, I just control the gamma whenever I want. Why? Yeah, go back. And I refine it, and I give it some noise. This is before. There's now I noise it, and noise amplitude. Yes, I separate them. One for amplitude, the other one is for direction. And like I did, I kept some points and add them to some line and erase component. Okay, and actually copies for another thing. We can talk about it later. Not for now. Where is it? Yes. It's here. That's the result I have. And I noise the lines. I gave each line 5 points. And I control the P scale and use this sweep. Delete some. Oh yes, I delete the CD, and this is what I did to make it hollow. And I even smoothed that. And then convert it, compute the normal again, and add some little noise, and this is what I had for last time. And to be honest, I like this small pockets, and it's making it feels real. This is what I think. And this is all irrelevant. I just want to render the whole sequence, but I only cache from 52 to 62 for 10 frames. And then finally, I made myself a controller, which can help me to specify where to start, what is the end frame, and how many segments, how many points I wanted to keep, the overall thickness, the facing ratio, and the growth means how long. Yes, this is the cache. How long, how short, it's not working. I don't know. Okay, and how fuzzy it should be, which is our what is that? I believe is attribute randomize. Yes. Okay. Anyway, that's the first section about the eyes. For next section, we're gonna talk about rigid body, and it's kind of simple. I won't do it here, but let's leave it for now. Okay, see you next video.